Hi, I'm Someone Elusive Fangirl and I'm back for the last episode, episode 11 of Fugou Keiji. I say the last episode, not the last episode of season 1, because I get the feeling that this is it. We're not going to get a second season. I think this is the end of the story, however it'll end. Which I'm a little bit sad about because I've really enjoyed this series. It's probably been one of my favourite anime of 2020. Maybe not the best production. There have been some really nice moments of animation, but otherwise it's been pretty good. It's consistently pretty good. However, I've just really loved the characters, and when we got to it, the storyline. I'm just really intrigued to see how they're going to wrap this up. We had Shigeru Kanbei going back to the third laboratory, and he's wounded, so I don't know whether he's just going to try and save whatever the material that he was working on, I can't remember what it's called, Amodium or something, if he's going to do something with that, or I just get the feeling that he isn't going to save himself or try and save himself. That's not what his plan is here. It's to do something, whether it's to get data from the laboratory or something so that he can run away with it. I'm not sure. Maybe he could be trying to run away. But I just get the feeling he's not trying to save himself. Maybe he's trying to defend himself, but not. I feel like it's more like to save his research and to save his work. That's what he's aiming for, not actually to save himself. We had a really good scene last episode which nearly made me cry when Haru finally got his confidence back because Daisuke told him truthfully that he'd never stopped being a hero, that Haru had continued to be a hero even when his confidence was shaken. He always threw himself in the line of fire or in danger for other people. He never stopped trying to be a hero. Even with the case with the missing dog, he still put in a lot of effort, more than an ordinary policeman would put into finding a lost dog. Because he wanted to be a hero to this little boy. So, he's just such a good character. I don't want to worry about him, but I'm not going to be able to stop worrying about him, because openings, and this opening in particular, it's made me uneasy. When the character disappears in an opening, sometimes it's a sign, so I'm a little bit worried. I obviously hope nothing happens to him. I can't remember when I started predicting it or when I first said it, but I predicted a while back that the main storyline would finish halfway through this episode, the last episode of the series. I will say it's probably going to be a bit over halfway through the episode. I'll say maybe we'll get like a 3-minute after conclusion scenes. So maybe like 18 minutes of the rest of the storyline, and then wrapping this up before we go on to what's going to happen next for Daisuke and Haru, if there is a next for either or both of them. There's always a possibility. I don't like that possibility. One thing that Shigeru does have, which will be a bit annoying, is Hyusuke, because Hyusuke will have presumably control over all the electronics in Laboratory 3. So we might have a fight between him and Suzue and her little drones, because one of them was attached to Shigeru. So I wonder if they're going to see anything from that, but I'd be surprised if Hyusuke wasn't able to say, "You've got a drone on your back" at some point, because presumably Hyusuke will be looking through cameras. Then again, maybe Hyusuke doesn't have the initiative, built-in initiative to say that maybe he has to be instructed to look for things to actually be able to note things like that as something of importance. I'm sure I have more things to say before I start this episode, however, I'm just so nervous and excited because I finally get to see it that I don't really want to wait any longer. Nothing really comes to mind. I'll see if anything comes to mind whilst I'm watching it. As this is a different setup, the quality might not be as good, or it might be a little bit different to what you're used to from my videos, the recent ones at least. especially sound, because it can be a little bit noisier where I am at the moment. So we'll see. I hope we get the opening and ending one more time, because we don't always, especially in the finale of a series. I hope we do, because I do enjoy both of them a lot. Maybe there'll be more changes. Or maybe we'll do the thing where the ending credits will roll with the opening song over it. I don't get that feeling from Fugou Keiji. I feel like that'd be the wrong vibe for the ending of the episode. I don't know. So I feel like something big is going to happen. If not, I'll be happy if nothing bad happens to our main characters. But I think it'll be a little bit anticlimactic after all of this. So I'm worried. And just excited. I just want to see what happens. So without any further ado, I think we should just get to it. Are we going to get his side of the story and the full story from Daisuke? The finishing of that starting dialogue. Yeah. Oh. Ah, Kedex. Who sent him the glasses? Was that Suzue or his grandma? Or was it his father? Because his father didn't want him killed. He just didn't want him in his way. Oh, oh my god. I love seeing it from his point of view. Oh my god. Even just like how wide his eyes were there just gave such a different feeling to how we saw it in the first episode. There's the blood. Yes. Jeez. What a kick. That's a clue. Surprised it's not anything more like a finger scanner or anything. There we go. Lock drawer. Can't be bothered with lockpicks. Ah, pneumatic tubes. That's a good answer. Doesn't say what you want to do with your father though. Though he did try and arrest him as a police officer last time, which was very encouraging. Because I had been worried before then that he's going to take it too far and basically become a criminal. Are we going to hear his side of the story? Yes. Oh my god. I mean, I was wrong because I had thought we confirmed it last time. But is it the butler? Wow. She's just sneaking away. I think this is my favourite performance by Daisuke's voice actor so far. He's been alright and very good for his first job, but that was nice. Did they kill her? They had her killed. Ninja butler. Never trust the nice ones. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Yes! Oh my god. Please. Hand-to-hand combat. Oh, he took your gun. That's no good. Mm-hmm. But he will if he has to. Kato's not going to stop. You're going to shoot him once non-vitally. Oh, baby. Oh my gosh, love the animation on his face. He's going to keep coming towards you. Oh. Harry, be careful. Harry, be careful. Whew. Whew. Oh, is he going to try and point it? Yeah. Haru. 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 My heart. Oh, please. Get treated. Can't yet, but please. As long as at some point they don't need to make an escape and then Haru tells Daisuke to go on without him because he's being too slow because of the wound, then we're good. As if he didn't have that much power in his hands already. He had all that money and now he has... Oh, yes. Poor Haru. What did he press? He pressed it. Oh. Oh God. Sorry, why did... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so wholesome. That's the cutest laugh ever. Say thank you. Yes. He's free. He can now just do his job. Oh my God. Oof, that burn. I forgot about his hand. He burnt it so much on that weapon. Having to hold that hot cup afterwards. No, you did everything right. It's fine. Oh, his voice. Faceplant. He's fine now. Just curious. 16 minutes. I was not far off. Yes. What a great reason. Oh, yes. Has he come to pick you up? Oh, talk by the beach, by the sea. On the beach. He's so short. It's so cute. He's in a mental hospital. Or under care. Something for him. His badge. Don't close his handle. Yes. Yes. So I'm sure there's an after credits. Yeah. So we're going to get a little flash forward to them working in the future? Or... This is so distracting. That's what I assume. Is we'll get a flash forward in the future. Unless we are getting another series. In which case it's setting up what the next premise is. But I feel like the Daisuke story was the main core of this series. I'd be completely happy to have another series, like, to see their dynamic more. Especially since they're now, like, fully with it and fully understanding each other. Well, understanding each other as much as they can. Diana's favourite scene. I didn't get to have them handcuffed, though. One thing I'm disappointed by. I mean, I didn't expect to, really, but I would have liked to see them handcuffed together. That would have been fun to watch. Stupid son, audacious try to die, give me money. Is he living with Haru? It's Hyusuke. Yeah, Hyusuke's just part of the... he's part of the police force. Oh, I need to see... Are they living in his apartment? I might scream if they are. Oh my god, he's sounding more and frustrated or insistent. I love AIs which have personality. So he hid it. Aww. Aww. Wish you Sho-chan. Hmm. What are they doing? Yes. Oh, yes. They're on missions. With spy equipment. Oh my flipping, really? Oh my god, oh my god, poor Haru. That's just where Daisuke's living? What the hell? That's not bad, to be fair. Wealth. Oh my god, they said it. Ah! He's calling him a hero. Teasing, but calling him one. And we get the theme song. Oh, yes! Ayumu. I can't remember his actual name, but Ayumu. Still unlimited. Oh my god. Oh my god. To be fair, putting on Haru's a good idea. Haru was strong already. With that suit, I wouldn't want to mess with him. Love the theme song. Oh my god, he's either going to be a mirror and he's not going to pick him up, or he will. I don't care. Either one's great. Is he going to send his hand? Is he going to do the hand? Is it? Yes, he knows as well. Come on. Come on. He's already smiling, though. He's already smiling. Oh, this music is good. Is he still not going to grab it? Oh my god! Oh my god, is he throwing a check into the sea? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep, that's the end of the series. Oh my god. That ending was so fun. That was so satisfying. Oh my gosh. The mirroring on the bridge. So good. I hadn't even thought of calling back to the first episode. I thought we already had with the flashback, but in Daisuke's perspective. But I really love that. The fact that he has changed, but he's still a bit of a dick. Especially when it comes to Haru. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss them so much. That was great though. I love that ending. Oh, I loved it so much. Right, I need to stop fangirling over them. Oh, the thank you from Daisuke was so sweet, and his laugh, like, he was finally kind of free, or kind of actually got to relax for the first time since he was a child, since those happy times when he lived a happy childhood. That was just beautiful. Just it wasn't in his hands anymore. He didn't have to think about it. Haru ended up making the decision unconsciously for him. That was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I am surprised that it was still the butler after last episode, Daisuke saying father, because I thought because we weren't seeing his face that it'd be slightly obvious that it wasn't Daisuke's father, but when Daisuke saw him and still called him father, and he had a different voice to the butler, I was then... most of my skepticism had gone away. I was like, okay, so they have told us now that it is him. I hadn't believed it when it was just Suzue being attacked, or Take and Sho-chan being killed, it was the butler that did it. She just, I mean, we have that saying for a reason, apparently. Never trust a butler. Never trust a nice butler as well. It's always the nice ones. He was too good. He was too nice. But I liked him. I did like the butler in the episode where Daisuke stormed out the house. He was very nice then. And I should have just known, as soon as you start liking a character, they're normally the bad guy. It's just a shame that Daisuke's grandma had to have his mum killed off. There wasn't another way of getting her to shut up. Even if it was just looking her away forever. The trauma that Daisuke would have had from supposedly seeing his father kill his mother, which, as we saw throughout his time in, I'm guessing he went through university and stuff, in England? Because they did say he was studying, he trained in England. I'm guessing maybe he also studied in university. I'm sure he'd have been in like Oxford or Cambridge because he's Daisuke. But he was just so empty. There was nothing to him when you just saw him spacing out. He might have been on drugs, I don't know. But even if he wasn't, he was completely out of it. Which, that was awful to see. Which then shows quite how big a change he had since coming to Japan and arguing and fighting with and against Haru. I really liked seeing his perspective on the first thing with the cars. I loved how we see Haru's reflection. Completely different shot for that part. Oh my gosh, I am so relieved nothing happened to Haru. I think, I'm guessing that's what they'd wanted us to do, was to think something's going to happen to him, because it did make that scene a whole lot more tense when he was fighting against Bella, and I knew he was going to keep charging at him, and I just thought maybe it would be kind of like a repetition of what happened with Haru, and the butler just shoots, because he's obviously trained to kill, and he obviously was still trying to shoot, he was trying to turn the gun, but he didn't do it in time. Thank God Haru is strong. And his voice actor was so good at doing the pain in Haru's voice. And I really like the animation for his face with the drool and saliva like dripping out his mouth, because he's just in that much pain. He's just, oh. And it was, I think, pretty ragged kind of looking animation for his face. Really enjoyed it. I really like the soundtrack this episode as well. Like, soundtrack's been really fun the entire season of but really, really nice this episode. Oh my god, it just reminded me of the fact that they said Fugou Keiji. Like, we had people saying it rather than the song going Fugou Keiji. We actually had them saying Fugou Keiji. Like, that was the writers are very good at putting in comedy, and especially the part with Haru accidentally sending off the information. Like, at the start it was kind of like oh my god, and then it's kind of funny, and then it was just nice because he'd freed Daisuke essentially from what was supposedly his role as heir to the Kanbei group, which he'd already stated he'd never be. And I am now more sure of it that is his own personal thing rather than anything. It was never anything told to him. It was him deciding he will not be the heir to it. He will not inherit it. What was he doing in Buckingham Palace? Why? Oh gosh. The red carpet and the royal guard. Why is that his new house? To be fair, he probably bought it. He probably bought it from the Queen. Apparently he has the money to do it. Gosh, that end sequence was just such a nice, light way to finish it. It was so fun. That was a lot of fun. And I like the fact that they chose to put the ending, not even just the ending song, because that's what sometimes they do. Sometimes they play the ending song whilst things are going on, or as I said before, they play the opening song whilst the last scenes are going on. I'm glad they just made the ending happen like 3 or 4 minutes before it's supposed to. before it normally does, because it meant to kind of reset us. Because when we're so used to seeing the ending at the end of an episode, it does make us go, right, that's the end of this. It, like, even subconsciously, it kind of closes the book on that episode, which essentially this was. It was a mini episode with a tiny kind of epilogue at the end. And I think it worked very well because the last scene with Daisuke and Haru on the beach, and Daisuke accepting his badge back, and then having the ending meant we could quite comfortably time skip a little bit ahead to where they're both working together as partners, and Yusuke is now just integrated into the police system, at least for the modern crimes division. I don't know about the rest of the police. There are a lot of nice moments in this episode, especially for us fangirls. But wholesome moments, not Fujoshi fangirly moments, as in just wholesome Daisuke and Haru moments. I'm trying to think of more things to say because I don't really want this reaction to end, because I feel like that's going to be it. I mean, I will rewatch Fugou Keiji again. I'm already rewatching it anyway. But that's it then. I do quite like, actually, how in the end, again, we have what they kind of represented in the ending, with Daisuke strolling calmly along and Haru running after the criminal and actually capturing them. We had Haru doing all the physical work and like hanging onto a car for dear life. And Daisuke just saying, I'll be there in 18 minutes. Just gonna stroll down my red carpet at the palace. I'm just really appreciating how they did the ending, actually, with the mirroring of episode 1, of how fond Haru was when he was getting annoyed with him for the fact that he's blowing up the bridge. Like, oh my god, why? But was saying it with a smile and a smirk on his face. That, like, this is just who Daisuke is. And Haru likes him like that. He likes Daisuke. I think they've probably got a very good partnership, professional partnership. I can see them being a really good team. I mean, we have seen them be a really good team. They balance each other out. And I'm just glad that Haru was out there in protection this time. He got to have the suit that Daisuke wore before, so he's actually much more protected than before. But yeah, I did also really enjoy Daisuke's voice actor in this episode. I have liked his voice actor from the start, but you can tell it's his first job. It's not bad, like, at all. It's good, but it's not great. You can tell that Miyano is more experienced, but I really think he portrayed the more exposed and vulnerable Daisuke when he was confronting his grandma, saying why, or what would tell me the truth, but actually confronting her. He sounded a lot more genuine than he had until now. I think it worked very well. I think at some point I had said that Haru would be offered a position back at the First Division. I really hope that was in an episode that I reacted to, and not just me talking to Diana or other people in the Discord. By the way, the Discord I'm talking about is Annie Cruncher's Discord, which is just for the people who love anime or manga or live action shows, as he reacts to live action shows as well. So it's a really nice Discord, so you can check it out. It's full of us mad people and some fangirls too. But yeah, I hope I hadn't just said that to them. I hope I had actually said it in a reaction, but I had thought that he'd be offered a place back and that he would turn it down, because as he said, no matter where he is, he's still a police officer, he's still doing good, which is all that mattered to him. But also, I suppose when you've got Daisuke as a partner and you've got all his tech, you don't really need to be in the first of it. You're basically a special agent anyway. I'm glad they're living a good life in England, or at least for the moment, whilst they're on that case. Sounded like, though, that's where they were living, considering Daisuke was calling it his home, and he's no longer in the Kanbei mansion. So I'm guessing he's living there, and Haru is either living with him or has a place of his own there. I'd hope not in London, because it is very expensive. Then again, Haru's own apartment was pretty good back in Japan. Not high end, but it was a good apartment. I'm sure Daisuke can spoil him. I'm really sorry for this rambling. I don't want to stop. And I'm sure I'll think of things after I finish recording that I haven't been able to think of right now. I'll probably also rewatch it and come up with more stuff. I'm just so relieved that both of them are fine. They both survived it and they're living happily, and Daisuke is actually living happily. That's really nice. My heart feels very warm. I'm very full. I'm just gonna miss them. Luckily we have got some very good anime and donghua coming up to fill my time. However, it won't quite be the same. I have got a soft spot for police, detective stories, and also mysteries. I love a good murder mystery. Well, thank you so much if you've managed to somehow stay through all that rambling of nonsense. And I hope that you've enjoyed my reactions to Fugou Keiji. This was actually the series that was responsible for me actually starting my YouTube channel, my actual reaction channel, as my friends wanted to see my reactions to it, and I thought, well, Fugou Keiji's quite a good one because I do fangirl in it. Not a huge amount at times, maybe a bit more, but it had something for me to fangirl over. It's just been such a fun show. And yeah, I'm going to miss it. I've said that probably 5-6 times now, but I will. So thank you for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed the previous reactions, and hopefully you'll join me for more anime or donghua in the future. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.